Good morning. Good morning. Another sleepless night, another adventure, another busy day on getting the truth out. Yes. Huh. I just noticed that, Robin.
What's up?
Baby, you're not supposed to stick it right on the paint.
I did.
The quiet journey, I know. I guess that's all right because you're the one that painted it in the first place.
Did it come off?
No, I just restuck it a little. TheQuietJourney.tv. Well, hello, Lions. Good morning, good day. It's going to be a busy day for me. I got 3 interviews scheduled today alone. 3 of them. And they're kind of spread out all the way from this early morning, this early afternoon, all the way to 8 o'clock Eastern time on TikTok. I need a secretary. I really, really do. I am so bad. Huge achievements. Huge achievements. I started sharing my story quite a few years back. And I was actually sharing my story on a food stamp phone, a phone I got because I was on food stamps. I was ill and I couldn't afford anything. So I got a food stamp phone and I was trying to share on Facebook and every other thing. Huge achievements each and every day. They don't want this story out at all. I see that each and every day being hindered, blocked, shadow banned. The haters pop in. I hope the haters really know how, when they come on and leave a comment, how ignorant they sound and exposing themselves for being that ignorant and for who they could be, because we are exposing the biggest crime ring this world has ever seen. We really are. But huge achievements. I've been sharing this. I got some light coming in through the window over there. Let's see here. I don't know how to fix it. But anyway, we'll live with it. The sun's just coming up here. The Quiet Journey. I've been sharing this. I had to write it on a piece of paper, and huge achievements. Robin,
Yes.
that curtain where your plant is right here,
Yeah.
can you flip it around or turn it or spin it? Anyway, huge achievements. Why? Quiet Journey. I don't have to hold up a handwritten one anymore. Other way. Keep going. Let's go. Spin it.
I did. The other way was really bad.
Well, I'll tell you when it's really bad. That's really bad. That's really. Keep going. There.
Did you get that line there then?
That's all right. They can see my ugly mode.
You want me to do the other way? Watch. It was better this way.
I don't know. I think we need a real curtain instead of those little blinds.
I can't move them.
Yeah, don't mess them up. This is good right here. I had a boo-boo yesterday. Huge achievements. I have many of these, and I'm getting more. If you've seen the documentary, or I should say, if you haven't seen it, go to The Quiet Journey. I was sitting last night. People have requested all these. I put a handful of bumper stickers in each one of these, and you'll be getting those because they're going out in the mail to you Lions. If you want to get a handful of bumper stickers, I put them on my truck, on the sides of my truck windows. I put them on the back of Robin's car, on the sides. Please help me get this story world. It's up to us to get justice. And if you want some, these were a wonderful donation so we can get the truth out to the world. Little donations really, really are a blessing to me, Robin, and for everybody to get the truth out. Yesterday, somebody sent me these wonderful cards to send out. They're thank you cards. What I've been doing is saying thanks and signing them John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior. Thank you for your support. And I've been handing them out to you Lions. And that right there was a blessing, because when I go to the dollar store or whatever, I get thank you cards, I buy envelopes, and it all adds up. It really, really does. And so do stamps. So somebody sent me those thank you cards and some stamps so I could help mail them out, and even some pins and little things like that is a huge blessing if you have it in your heart. My P.O. box is at the top. And look at Bubba. See Bubba?
Don't forget what's down there. What you got.
I know. I shared Bubba the other day. And the truth is, my little dog Bandit, I had him since around 2011, 2012. I had little Bubba. And he was with me when I was crawling around. They killed me in 2013 in the hospital. They had to revive me. I escaped from the hospital. I just left after 10 days or so. But I was literally crawling around on the ground at my campsite. And little Bubba was there with me. He'd been on all my journeys, my rough journeys. And my little dog Bandit, passed away. And I kept waking up in the middle of the night. And I was like, oh, I got to let my dog out. And I was missing Bandit. And I was like, I'm going to go rescue a dog from the pound. So I went and got Bubba. And just to have as a companion to help rescue him from the shelter and every other thing. Because I was after that many years with my little dog, it was just like normal to try to let him outside and feed him and things like that. And it was kind of programmed in my head. And anyway, I got Bubba, just kind of like a rescue dog for me in a way. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, I shared him the other day, and somebody sent me that and a nice, cool sticker I got somewhere. But yeah, the little gifts are cool, way cool. And this is a huge gift. If you all are familiar with Mojo, Mojo's awesome. She does lives on TikTok and Clapper. She's another lion that shares all the time. Well, anyway, I talked with her and her husband on the phone not too long ago, and they're like, we're going to blah. Anyway, they were real cool, and they said they're going to dedicate their time to help share the story. They believed in me and how important my story was, and I thought that was way, way cool of them. And he's an artist, and he actually, sorry about the glare sucks this morning, but he actually drew that for me. It's so awesome. We're going to find a place to hang it up. Thank you, Chris, with all my heart. I appreciate it. All the hours you spent in doing that. And that'll proudly go on the wall. Thanks. And hopefully we get the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Junior. Well, when we get the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Healing Center, that'll go up in there. I want to, you people send me gifts, books, and things that I've never even seen. There's so much. They made so much money selling merchandise of my father. You know, they say you're worth more dead than alive. That goes with people in Hollywood, musicians and things. You know, when they die, people go berserk and start purchasing everything. And they make a lot of money when someone dies. They really, really do. That's just the way it is. Somebody sent me this wonderful doll. I really wanted a doll, not, you know, but this doll is of me. There's one of my mom, too, I want to get sometime. The Quigleys actually had a doll of my mom. I found it in the shed one day, and it was all covered with mold, and the doll was rotting away. It had been in there for years, and I was like, but I want to get one of my mom. But little gifts like that will go hopefully on display in the real John Kennedy Junior Museum, not these fake ass. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'll get in trouble for what I say, but that's all right. I don't like sugarcoat shit. I really don't. And they have made a lot of money off the ill fortune of my family that hasn't even been shared. Larry King, I was so pissed off yesterday. I really was, because I can't pay attention to everything. And the fake John Kennedy Jr. came out with his magazine, George. And it wasn't for George Washington. They love to lie to you, and then you believe their lies. It was because his real name was George. That's why he came out with the magazine, George. Straight up. That's why they killed him with a quarter. Who's on that quarter? George. He wanted to be a mafia boss. He wanted to be the Don. He wanted to run everything, and he screwed up. He pissed the wrong people off. He unalived the wrong people. Yeah, George did. He even wanted to unalive me so I could never sit here and tell this story. And there's many people that he was in cahoots with. How about Epstein? How about Donald Trump? How about Bobby? Many. How about Ted Kennedy? Oh, God, the cabal run thick. They really do, with their evil deeds and their crimes and their child trafficking and their identity theft. That's how organized crime makes their big money. But if you ask the mainstream media, organized crime doesn't exist. Well, it does, because our mainstream media is organized crime. If you go to The Quiet Journey and you watch the little short movie, I'm glad I don't have to hold up that little piece of paper anymore. And I'm glad I can say, if you want some of these and be proud to sport them on your car, your motorcycle, your bicycle, or simply share some, write me, email me and say, hey, I want some bumper stickers. Here's my address. And I will be happy to send them to you, because I got bumper stickers and I got some stamps, and we're rolling. We're rolling to get the truth out to the world. I got to hold that up again. I love art. I was taught by the greatest artists in the world, and my identity was stolen. I was taught by Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso's artworks are worth millions. I was taught by him. I was taught by Marc Chagall. That's right, Marc Chagall. Marc Chagall's artworks are worth millions. I was also taught by people like Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol's artworks are worth millions of dollars. I was taught, educated a little bit by each one of these artists. And you know what I got? You know what my art career was? Nothing, except for the pleasure of doing art. And when I was asked by the cabal to do artwork, I refused, because I know how they work. I know that they had all these people in their pockets, and they were telling these people, make art, make art, make art. Why? Because they were in the hands of the cabal. And every time that they made a painting, the cabal knew it was going to be worth millions of dollars. That's how the system works, people. They are all in the pockets of the cabal, from Hollywood to musicians to artists, whether it's country, Western, pop, rock, it does not matter. They make you a star. You are only a star if you are a member of the cabal. It's time we woke up. It's time America woke up. It really, really is. And anyway, Mojo, thank you so much. We love you. Thank you, Chris, for drawing that for me. It was awesome to get that and open it up and see it yesterday in the mail. Much love and much respect. Anyway, you lions. There's I believe it's on Facebook. It might be on TikTok. But John's Army of Lions, or I'm so bad with names. And yes, we are building up an army. We really are. But we need the whole world behind us. We do. That's my plan. That is my plan, to wake up the world to what's really going on. And who better to share that than you lions, to share the story of the son of our former president and what he had to go through to survive, to share it to this very day. And the best way I can think of that you can share it is have people go to thequietjourney.tv and see it. And there's also a couple t-shirts and a hoodie on there if you feel like supporting and walking around with a shirt that has this on it. And you lions, I'm sending you out a bunch of bumper stickers. I was actually told I'd be getting some t-shirts that say The Quiet Journey on them. I will be keeping a few myself. I'm going to be giving Robin a few to sport around. And I've decided to share those with you lions. So when I get them, I'm going to send them to you while supplies last. I don't know how many I'll have left, but I really would like to see all you lions be sporting The Quiet Journey for helping share the story and the truth and getting it out to the world. I made up my mind a few years ago that this story was worth more than my life itself. I really didn't figure I would live this long. But I said the world's got to know. I did not know the world was against me so bad, but they are. We got to break through the mainstream media and the big guys in control that are the criminals that are hindering us. And when I was making the getting ready to go on YouTube, I used a term that I wanted in my title, and Speak and Spell would not let me add that. It's not a cuss word. It's not a bad word. It basically is a word for slavery. For keeping us in chains. So we are being suppressed on what we can say, the words, and I don't want to repeat it on here because I don't want them to take me down for some stupid little word, but it's just funny the way it works. Thank you so much, Brenda. And Lanny, I don't know how you guys get any sleep. I mean, I don't get any sleep either, but you guys are always doing wonderful, great things. Amy, how dare they touch one hair on a child? That's right. And they do. It is very, very huge what these people do. Epstein, yeah, the leak. Epstein was one of the billionaire crew. What did he do to piss them off? Because you don't get exposed in this world, in this society, like they did with Epstein, unless he pissed them off, because they're all the same club. And guess what? I hate to break it to you, Trump supporters, but your beloved Donald Trump is right up there, best friends with Epstein. My identity was stolen. My family, my loved ones were killed. Let this sink in to you, Trump supporters, even though it probably just blow right over your head. You won't have the sense to understand it. My family members were unalived. My father was unalived. My uncle was unalived for the whole world to see. No shit. They were unalived for the whole world to see. This was my father. And this was my uncle right there. This was another wonderful gift that I'd never seen before. And I was replaced. They thought I was dead, people. These cabal members just thought, oh, John Kennedy, they whacked him. He's gone. We can continue with our evil plans. Well, the man that stole my identity was a fake a fraud, a thief. Straight up. I can't sugarcoat shit. He wasn't a good guy. I didn't hold him accountable when he was a child, but he grew up to be an adult. And as an adult, he wanted me unalive. He was best friends with Bill and Hillary Clinton. He was best buddies because it was Uncle Ted Kennedy. Now, was Uncle Ted a replacement just like he was? Think about it. But then, hello, hear what I'm telling you. This is how important it is. This is how much lies are being told. And they put it out there in our media. You had the replacement of me going on shows like Larry King. He became a district attorney. A man that stole someone's identity. A man that is a murderer and a thief being a district attorney. But not just a district attorney. Being friends, best friends with Donald Trump. I heard Donald Trump say, oh, yeah, that man's great. He would have been a good president. Really? A thief? A man that stole someone's identity? A murderer? Someone using identity theft, claiming to be someone else? And Donald Trump says he would have been a wonderful president? What the fuck? Does that just go in one ear and out the other, you Trump supporters? How about when you see Donald Trump and Epstein arm in arm, whispering in each other's ear, smiling while all these girls are running around in their skivvies? Hello? Really? Epstein? You think Epstein just hung himself in prison? No, that's not how it works. He knew too much, and he pissed some people off. Maybe he pissed Donald Trump off, whispering in his ear. But then, you got me. My identity was stolen. So the man that you knew, George Onassis, that was playing the part, wonderful, great actor, Donald Trump's whispering in his ear. Huh? Picture will tell you 1,000 words. It really will. A picture will tell you 1,000 words. Look at the pictures. Open up your eyes. I made a video the other day. We all have instincts. But with everything that goes around, we lose those. We hear all these lies, all the bullshit. We need to get down to reality. I put a water fountain out front here. I went on Marketplace. Somebody was selling a water fountain for $75. I always wanted one. Somebody actually gifted me some money. I went over there and bought it. I put it out front. I got a really good deal on some paint. I painted it. I filled it up with water. There was a plant at Lowe's on half off. So I bought it for Robin's garden. I put that plant next to the water fountain. Just put it next to it. How did those branches, think about it, the plant's sitting there, the fountain's sitting there. How did those branches, does this plant have a fucking brain? I don't think so. Does it have frequencies? You bet your sweet ass it does. How did that plant know to get its branch, come out like this, and stick right in my water fountain to get a drink of water? Hello? I hope people are understanding what I'm saying. Because I made a video not too long ago about a cucumber plant. You're growing a cucumber plant. You stick a stake in next to that plant. Next thing you know, those vines are reaching for it. They're not reaching out in the middle of the air somewhere over here. They know that stake is there. They feel it. They know it. Their senses say, go there, grab a hold of it, and grow. You think we got senses like that we don't freaking use? You think we got a third eye where we can focus? I mean, we're born in this world. When we're born, and animals, they have instincts. We all have instincts. And I don't know where I'm going up on this, but haven't you noticed when things are born into this world or grow into this world, they already know what to do. They know where that titty's at. Automatically know where that titty. How did they know where the titty's at? That's my point. Anyway, I don't know where I was going But anyway, it's kind of cool. But I think Americans have lost that sense. I really do. We're born with it. I think we're all born good, but then we hang around, and I know because I was placed with the cabal. I was taught so many things. I was shown so many things. I was passed out through Hollywood. People don't believe my story until I show them a picture of me in bed with Doris Day. Who else was I in bed with? Oh, God, I was on the show Green Acres. Eva Kabor. Oh, man, she was freaking hot. I was just a kid going, wow, she's beautiful. I was on the show Green Acres. I was on the show 1 Adam 12. I was on the show Emergency. How about My Three Sons? They stole all that from me. My name was Richard Steele. Actually, my name was John Kennedy Junior, but in Hollywood, they gave me the name Richard Steele. Now, how are they trying to cover up that I was the real John Kennedy Jr.? They were. Were they trying to tell the mafia, the cabal, that I was actually really dead so I could not share this with you? Well, guess what? I'm sharing it with you people. I am. And I'm hoping to break their glass bubble, their ceiling. Whoops. But isn't this better? Isn't this better than holding up a sign I had to write? Huge achievements each and every day. And I thank you all. That documentary, I still can't say that. Somebody spelled it out for me so I could say it right. I'm just going to start calling it a little movie. And guess what, Lions? I was just told this morning that The Quiet Journey, the movie, has had 40,000 views this week alone. 40,000. I believe 40,000. So anyway, let's make it 40 million. Please, let's make it 40 million. I'm doing what I can. I'm going to be going on 3 different shows today. They're kind of spread out a couple, and this is taking so much of my time. I started painting the house. I started painting the house 2 weeks ago, and all I got was the front painted. I got the pressure washer that's been plugged in out front so I can spray the old paint off, and it's been sitting out there for 2 weeks. But, what's more important, painting the house or sharing the story? But then again, when it comes to the county stopping by and saying, hey, your yard looks like a clutterfuck, it needs to be cleaned up, or we're going to start citing you, well, then that becomes more important to me, is making this place look halfway decent when I start getting cited by the city for looking like I live in a slum or whatever you want to call it. And Robin did say, yeah, the city parked out front. And what they do when they park out in front of your house is they take pictures. But that'll give me something to do this weekend. And I don't move as fast as I did when I was young. I worked my ass off when I was young. I was taught to work hard, and I did, whether it was laying bricks, putting on roofs, or construction work, digging ditches, cutting firewood. I worked my ass off. I was so many different things. And in the long run, I became a truck driver to get away from all the bullshit and try to stay alive, just like Richard Kimball did in the movie The Fugitive, in the show The Fugitive. I felt like Richard Kimball. I was living out of a duffel bag from job to job, state to state, all around the United States to stay alive so I could share this with you right now. So please hit that share button. The story is so big of what I'm exposing. It really is. It's the biggest story that should be on all the media right now. And I don't watch the news, so I don't know what stories, they're showing on mainstream media right now. The mainstream news, I don't know, but I know my story is probably bigger than any of them, unless World War III is happening. But they don't want it out. They don't want it out. 2 books. The Historian's Tale. Mary Maxwell. And this is all to get the truth out. It is all a wake up, and it's huge. The real John F. Kennedy Jr.com. There's a link on there to both books. There's actually a link on there to get a pendant and help support the cause. If you go to thequietjourney.tv, there's also a link to both books on there. Watch the movie, share the movie. It's my truthful lifetime story. It's not good, especially if you think about what these people ruling over us do. Your vote does not matter. It's all the cabal. It's all in their pocket. It's all to steal from us. And it's a crime ring. The United States of America, our government, the people in our government are a crime ring. Straight the fuck up. Straight up. Anyway, I'm going to be busy today. And I wish we weren't such in a bubble. I really, really do. There's people that sit on here and make jokes that have more viewers and have more subscribers than I do. It's really sad. It is. But if you look at the views and the subscribers and the followers to the biggest story of the century, you can tell it's hindered. You can tell it's blocked. You can tell they don't want it out. So please go out of your way and say, hey, I love my country. I love this country. I'm going to share thequietjourney.tv and give somebody the chance to at least hear what the son of our former assassinated president is saying. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You Lions are probably going to be getting some bumper stickers, and I can't wait. I'll share the t-shirts when they get here, and then you all will probably, not all of you, a lot of you, because I'm just going to give them away while supplies last. I wish I could give one to everybody. I really, really do. But you people that want a t-shirt, I know a lot of people can't afford it, but go to The Quiet Journey and they're for sale on there. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Easter weekend. That's right. Sunday's Easter. I believe this Sunday's Easter. Anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. I forgot it's Friday again already. Damn, these Fridays go so fast. They really, really do. I just pray to God all the time that he'll keep me alive till my story gets out and gets out big. I really, really do. God bless you all. You have a wonderful weekend. Happy Easter. Thank you, Lions. And once again, if you want to help, if you want to put a bumper sticker on your car, email me, write me, whatever you need to do so I know. And I need a secretary. I am so bad. If I haven't said thank you for something, yeah, it's just because I'm such a bad secretary and can't keep up with things and every other thing. But you people that have sent me gifts, God bless you. Thank you with all my heart and soul. It is so appreciated. It really, really, really is. Peace out, people. Thanks again. 3 shows today I'm going to be doing and sharing stories and trying to get the truth out to the world. God bless y'all. Hope to see you later today on one of them. Peace.